Hey, what's up? It's Symphony here. Subscribe to my brother Mr. Creepy as Hell channel, and when you're watching his videos, make sure you stay in one piece. Peace, peace, peace.
Hello, my name is Ruby, and what I'm about to share with you, a lot of you are going to judge me and call me a horrible person, and I really don't blame you. This happened about 5 years ago. I married my longtime boyfriend Ricky. We were really in love, and I was really happy that I got to marry the love of my life. A couple of weeks later, my husband Ricky had to go on a business trip, so I was home alone. During that time, my friend Alyssa called me over to celebrate her birthday. When I got to her birthday party at her house, she had quite a few people there. I talked to my friend Alyssa for a bit, and then I just enjoyed the vibe of the party. That's when I met this guy named David. He was really attractive. We had a lot to drink, and we kept on talking. Eventually, something happened that I wasn't really proud of. After me and him were talking and having one too many to drink, that's when we went upstairs to my friend's room and we slept together. After about several hours, the party was over. My friend, who came in the room and saw us, was in shock, and she reminded me that I had a husband that loves me a whole lot. But I told her not to say anything to my husband about this. She agreed. Eventually, after that, I left, and the guy left as well. A couple of weeks later, my husband came back, and that's when I discovered that I was pregnant. My husband was over the moon about it, and I couldn't blame him. He always wanted to be a father. But deep down inside, I knew that the baby was not his. It was David, the man that I slept with. But I didn't want to tell my husband because I was afraid that it would destroy our happy life. We built a wonderful life together as a newly married couple. I didn't want to destroy it because of a one-night stand. But now, I'm having a baby because of it. But I passed the baby off as my husband Ricky's baby. 2 years had passed, and I had my daughter. She was a year old. Everything was going great. My husband was happy, I was happy, and my little girl was happy. But one day later, my husband had to go off on another business trip. He kissed me and my daughter goodbye, and he left. About a day later, there was a knock at my door. I opened it, and I recognized the man. It was David. He came to me and told me that he knew that he was the father of that little girl, and that he wanted to know why I didn't tell him. I told him that I didn't want to ruin my marriage, and I was pretty happy. But David was furious and said that he was going to let everyone know about what happened and about how me and him had an affair while Ricky was on a business trip. But I couldn't let David do that. I told David to hold on. I was going to put my daughter up to bed to sleep. When I put my daughter into her crib and let her fall off to sleep, I came back down. And David was still being consistent about telling everyone that that child that I had was not Ricky's, that it was his. But I couldn't let the truth come out, so I done something horrible. Before I came downstairs after putting my daughter into her crib to fall asleep, I went in our room and I grabbed a gun. I came back down with it, but I hid it behind my back. I told David that he wasn't going to expose what happened between me and him, and that he's not going to ruin my perfect life. I pulled out the gun and I shot him 5 times. I called someone up, and when she arrived, she looked a pretty shocked, but she knew what she had to do. My friend Alyssa and I carried David's heavy body into the truck, and we found a wooded area to bury his body at, where no one could ever find him. There was no way I'm going to let that secret come out.